Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marion. In today's video, I'm doing November Shop My Stash. However, for this Shop My Stash and future videos, it'll only be on complexion products because I do plan on using different eyeshadow palettes as well as different lip products and different lashes throughout the month. I don't want to, close myself off to trying out all of the other products that I have in my current collection. But before I get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So first things first, like always, I prime my face. In today's or in this month's Shop My Stash, I'm using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. It used to be one of my faves, but I've tried so many that it's not one that I'm gung-ho in regards to repurchasing, but it does what it needs to do. And of course, I always start off with my brows because that tend to take some time because my brows are definitely cousins more than sisters. So using the Huda Beauty brow pencil allows me to be a little bit more precise with the strokes, and it also makes my brows look a little bit more natural. I do take my time in trying to make sure that they look more like sisters than the cousins that they are. Sometimes I'm able to hit it on the nail, and then other times I am struggling. So let's get into this complexion. For November, I decided to use the House Labs, foundation. I really like the finish of this foundation. It kind of comes off as extra shiny. With this particular shade, it's a little bit too neutral for me, but once I use an all-over face powder, it kind of comes together. As you can see, it blends with no problems and it provides an ample amount of coverage. So in my opinion, it's a good foundation. I know a lot of people really like it. So nothing has changed in regards to my concealers. I'm using the Dose of Colors concealer. I really like the finish of this concealer. I like the coverage. It does provide the amount of coverage that I need. So I use this one first because once I blend it out, it kind of meshes well with my foundation. So it's more so of just the coverage that I need from this one, if you get what I'm saying. Because I always go in with a brighter concealer, and I feel like pairing the Dose of Colors concealer with the Jaclyn Cosmetics concealer works very well for my skin. So speaking of Jaclyn Cosmetics concealer, one thing about this concealer, it sets pretty fast, so you have to move quickly. Typically, I'll try to do one eye at a time, but I was kind of like in a rush today, so I'm doing my best that I can with blending it out. One thing that's helping it not set so fast this time is actually the Dose of Colors concealer. Next up is bronzer. I pulled out the good old, well, not good old, but the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. I really love this bronzer. I love the way that the tone It complements my skin. It's easy to apply, and it's not too dark. So since the foundation is a little bit too neutral, I decided to set my face with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Medium Deep. It kind of brought a little bit of warmth to my skin, and I did forget to set my under eye. So I am using the Huda Beauty well, it's not, I don't know if I want to call it translucent powder, but this is in Banana Bread. I really like this shade. I want to try a different one. I'm thinking Blondie or maybe a different shade. You know, recommend a shade to your girl. But I just like the way that it sets my under eye. It has a blurring effect. But if you're not really into like a super duper matte under eye, I don't think that this particular powder would be for you. So I am using a new blush. It is from Ulta Beauty. I really haven't used a lot of products from Ulta Beauty's line, but this blush here is very stunning. I didn't use a lot. I feel like I could have applied some more, but for the look that I was going for, it did its job. It wasn't powdery and it didn't apply patchy. Now, I'm not sure if people even still wear highlight, but I'm going to rock it because I have a lot of highlight palettes in my collection, and I really like this particular palette. A little goes a long way, and it's kind of blinding. I could have kind of toned it down, but you know, who cares? I really enjoy it. So I will be back with my entire look, including my eyes and lips, and you know, just to close out the video. So this is the final look for my Shop My Stash. If you would like to see how I accomplished this eye look, I will be posting a separate video because I want to give my first impressions on the Huda Beauty Empowered eyeshadow palette. So definitely stay tuned for that video. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. What are you waiting on? Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And as always, thank you for watching.